When rebuilding my life, I learned that it is a lot easier to be successful than I ever thought it would be. In this video, we're going to talk about what that really looks like, how redefining success helps you design the life you actually want after 50, and the solid plan that you can put into action to achieve it. Welcome to Rebuild with Clarity. We help those over 50 rebuild after life's hardest moments.
After a major crisis, many people feel a strained sense of failure. It can feel like you took a massive step backward and are constantly trying to catch up. And making it through whatever brought you down is a huge victory. Once we got to the other side of our own crisis, we were done trying to impress anyone. We just wanted a good, peaceful life. And we learned that finding that peace does not happen by accident, it takes a solid plan.
Yes. When I look way back, I had a pretty normal middle class upbringing. I started cooking in my teens and worked my way up the ladder to head chef. I had nice things, I traveled, and I stayed active. Looking at my career, I feel like I should feel success, but somehow I just didn't. As I came up through the ranks, I watched the people ahead of me. I saw them working huge hours and completely selling their souls to the company. And that did not look like the success that I wanted.
I used to define success by the American dream. I thought it meant finding a husband, having kids, having a great career, owning a big house, and driving a nice car. That did not work out well for me at all. I ended up in an abusive marriage with no kids, no job, no home, and no car.
Now, as I climbed up through the culinary ranks, alcohol became the center of my life. What started as a good time, thinking I was on the road to success, turned into my only focus. My self esteem was gone, and soon everything just came crashing down. I needed to rebuild my entire perspective. In the beginning of sobriety, success for me was simply just not taking a drink today.
That is so important. Sometimes success really is just making it through the day. As you keep moving forward, realize rebuilding happens in stages. Years after my initial crisis, Terry and I moved to the Pacific Northwest. My dreams were finally starting to come true, but leaving a good job and close friends was still a hard transition. I caught myself comparing my situation to the comfort I left behind. Now, everyone around me seemed like to have established lives and deep friendships, while I was a new person trying to fit in. However, comparing simply steals your joy. I learned to catch those thoughts and start counting my blessings instead. We'd love to hear from you on this. Let us know in the comments below what is one small blessing you are counting today.
It really does start with being thankful for those small blessings. Once I learned how to stay sober, I stopped caring about what other people thought. Then we used a specific method to figure out what we truly wanted. We found a peaceful home. I found work I actually enjoyed, and I joined a local cycling club. And you know what? That is what success looks like for me now.
It is amazing how your definition of success evolves through different stages. When I first started over, success was simply finding a safe space, and then a small studio apartment and a used BMW were huge blessings at that time. But as we figured out what we truly wanted, my vision of success grew. Today, my life feels like a dream come true. It is a home with trees and a balcony, our rescue dog and our cat, a four-wheel drive we take to the mountains for skiing, and I love working part-time at a beautiful university. Oh, and being able to work with this man here, my husband, at Rebuild with Clarity.
We measure success now by the peace we have in doing the simple things that bring us joy.
Mhm.
That is the real power of redefining success. When you stop worrying about how much you hustle, what you used to own, or comparing yourself to what others have, you remove the friction.
Mm.
Without that constant pressure, you finally have the energy to design the life you truly want.
And that brings us to the solid plan we mentioned at the beginning of the video. To help you design that life, I developed a specific method called the True North method. I created it to bridge a gap between where I was and where I wanted to be. It is designed to help you live a successful life by checking in with yourself to discover your true values and set clear goals. It focuses on four key components: your heart, your soul, your mind, and your strength.
You start by asking simple questions. What brings your heart genuine joy? What gives your soul inner peace? How can you expand your mind and strengthen your body?
Once you answer those questions, your definition of success becomes clear. It looks like living out that joy, maintaining that peace, and staying mentally and physically strong, enough to enjoy your day. That is how you build a plan you can put into action.
By focusing on peace instead of status, we use this structure to determine the right direction for our lives. We are living a life we genuinely love today, but it did not happen by chance. It happened by purposeful planning.
To bring it all together, we talked about how chasing the American dream and trying to impress others leaves you feeling like you're constantly trying to catch up. We also talked about how redefining success on your own terms brings you genuine peace. But to figure out what that peace looks like for you, it takes a sturdy structure. That is why we developed the True North method by checking in on your heart, soul, mind, and strength to get the solid plan you need to design to life that you truly want.
If you want a step by step guide to do this, check out the Estate Experience. We walk you through the entire True North method so you can start creating a life you love based on your own values. The link is in the description. And to see how we put this new definition of success into action, check out the video on your screen. Keep rebuilding, and we'll see you in the next one.